as it is said that India is a land of cotton and India is also a market of textile products as it exports various textile products to the different parts of the world. But do you know this thing that there is emergency in the cotton field? Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about cotton emergency and how it is leading it to the emergency situation. So we are going to discuss onto that. So let's move on to the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about the concerns associated that why such things are happening, why there is an emergency kind of situation in the field of cotton, and then we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. We will also discuss government initiatives related to that and why such kind of emergency happened. So this session is important for your GES 3 perspective. So move towards to the news part. So the news is that, as you already know, that there is a reciprocal tariff by the Trump, and we can see that into that reciprocal tariff we have been allotted 27% tariff on our products. We can also see that India is a land of cotton and India's textile and production is very much good in comparison to the other countries, while the countries like China has 54% of the tariff, Vietnam 46, Bangladesh 37, Indonesia 32 and Sri Lanka 44. So it has been said that by seeing all these countries, India has a moderate tariff thing. So we are also going to discuss onto that, will it have any impact on our cotton production or will it impact our government to make policies related to the cotton boost and its production. So before that, as you already know that this TIS is also in the Noida. So our Noida address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida and nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. We have ISGS Foundation course available in both the medium, Hindi medium and English medium. So if you want to enroll into such classes, you can call on to the number 87501 87501. So this is our calling number. So you can call on to the number and you can inquire about any kind of the classes. Now we are going to discuss about the concerns, is that what is the concern associated with the cotton and why we are calling it as emergency. And the concern, biggest concern is the production. So if we'll see the data of the last few years, so India's cotton output in the 2024 and 25 marketing year is projected at just over 294 lakh bales, and 1 lakh bale includes what you can say 170 kg. And why we are calling it as emergency? Because it is lowest since 2008 and 9, and the lowest we can imagine in 2008 and 9, which was 290 lakh bales, and right now it is 294. So in a decade it is lowest, and its peak we can see in 2013 and 14, and the peak is around 398 lakh bales. So this is the thing, and by seeing all these downfall and decline, we can term it as a catastrophic events in terms of the cotton production. So here we have the graph related that how we have increased our production and how we are declining. So if we'll see the data, so it is of 2002 to 2003. So what we have seen that we have been 179 and then 243 lakh bales, 280, 307, 305, and after what we can see that 2013 and 14 we have 398, which was highest till now. And since then also we were into the 300 lakh bale area. So we had 386, which was not much lower than 345 lakh bales, 370, then 365. But this time we had hit hardest, which is 294.25 lakh bales, which is a very catastrophic event and emergency kind of situation in terms of the cotton production. So we'll see some other data related to it. So here if we'll see that after the what you can say introduction of the BT cotton in the cotton field, we can see that there was a high amount of production in terms of the cotton, and it has exceeded a lot, and it has jumped around 139 fold in exports. So this was a very what you can say golden period for us, because of the introduction of the BT cotton, we are able to mark and we are able to reach our destination, we are able to complete and fulfill our goal. But after this time, what we can see that we do have still BT cotton, then why our production is declining day by day? We'll also discuss that. So here we can see that exports have dipped and even imports have risen. As the country is marked as a land of cotton, the country has a biggest hub of textile products, but what we are seeing that the export has been dipped and we are importing cotton, which is a very worrisome situation for India. And here we can see that how our export has decreased, which is 70 lakh bales, and our import has increased, which is 30 lakh bales. So there is a deficit and there is an unbalanced trade which is happening in terms of the cotton. So this is the data we have. Now we are going to discuss about a different bollworm. So why such things are happening, why there is a difference between export and import, why after the introduction of BT cotton our production is declining day by day. So there is a thing which is called as pink bollworm. So it is a pest that feeds only on cotton, and this has created a lot of problem for the cotton producer because it is creating so much of harm to the cotton production and so much of discoloration is happening because of this particular pest. So here what we can see that there are some controlling measures we have been adopted, but this particular pest which is known as pink bollworm has become immune to that and they had developed resistant to that. So we have some Cry1AC, Cry2AB genes. So we have tried to control it from these kind of controlling measures, but they have developed resistance for that, and now these things are not working effectively, and that's why we can see that we are reaching to the threshold in 2014 in Central India, 2017 in South India, 2021 North India, and as a result what we can see that cotton yields dropped from 556 kg per hectare to 436 kg per hectare. So it was almost 100 kg of loss because of this pink bollworm. So this is also one of the reason that why we are decreasing in terms of the production. Now we are going to discuss that what are the new genes we have deployed. So various different kind of plants, different kind of companies had tried to develop, and they had also tried to improve their R&D related to that. So we have seen Bioseed DCM Shriram testing BioCot X24A1 with Cry8EA1 gene and received GEAC approval for BRL1 trials in MP, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Then we have Rasi seeds applied for BRL1 trials using hybrids with synthetic Cry1C gene. Then we have Ankur seeds, then we have Ajit seeds. So all these efforts have been taken to have control over the pink bollworm, and they had tried to initiate different kind of procedures, controlling measures so that we can be able to manage with this pink bollworm. So here if we'll talk about the efforts which has been taken by different companies, then definitely different efforts has been taken by the different companies in order to control it, and many things are in the process in the trial thing, and we are expecting some good news from these kind of the trials. Now we are going to discuss about the regulatory hurdles. So as we had already discussed about that, so many companies are developing different kind of resistant for the pink bollworm. So there are different kind of hurdles ahead of them. They have this approval hurdle because many times the state is not allowing them. There are different kind of hurdles in terms of trial. So these kind of hurdles we have. Also, what we have seen that no GM crop has been commercialized in India since Monsanto's Bollgard BT cotton in 2006. So, however, the pink bollworm crisis may push the center to fast track approval, especially since cotton isn't the food crop. So, if we'll talk about that, did government take any step regarding that? So, in 2005 and 6, finance minister in the budget speech, she had talked about an initiative, and that initiative is called as Mission for Cotton Productivity. So this mission for cotton productivity is especially for boosting cotton production, as we can see the rising threat of pink bollworm and also the reciprocal tariff by Trump. So might be there are chances that government might fasten the process in terms of the cotton production, and they will take some immediate measures to deal with such kind of the thing, so that we should not let India's cotton situation and cotton production in terms of catastrophic event. So this is the regulatory hurdles we have, and we are expecting from the government to remove such kind of the hurdles. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims, and this is the practice question for prelims for you. Consider the following statement regarding the pink bollworm in India. So PBW is a polygaphous pest that feeds on multiple crops including cotton, maize, tomato. Resistant to Bt cotton in PBW developed due to its monophagous nature and short life cycle. PBW infestation has led India to become a net importer of cotton. Which of the above statement is our correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. This is very easy one. You can easily answer in the question. You can easily answer this into the comment section, and we have some few other measures related to the how to tackle with the PBW. So here we can try the crop rotation, we can also try the shredding, we can also try different kind of procedures, the natural procedures which can prevent from the pink bollworm. So that's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.